we have got the brand new Osight SE Green Dot version. We just got this in and just want to talk to you real quick about what this is. This is the new closed emitter from Osight, and what that means is the actual laser that is shining within the optic cannot be basically messed with. So it's enclosed between two pieces of glass. You can't get anything trapped in the way. It's just a little bit more reliable, especially with everyday carry, getting lint or whatever stuck in between. And then another thing about this that's gonna draw a lot of people's attention is this only is $149.99 right now. So it's on sale for Black Friday. I wanted to get one of these, been on it, and just really couldn't beat the price point of it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, if it can just hold zero, at least somewhat, not be too ridiculously off between shots, and I think it's worth it. I mean, I'm excited to unbox it, excited to put it on and see how it looks.
Yeah, so it's got for the price point, it's got all the features of a hollow sun EPS carry. It's shake awake. It's the closed emitter. It's got like some proprietary coating that Osight's got on these, and then there was one more thing. Anyways, if we think of it, we'll let you know in the video. But yeah, excited to get this unboxed, and we're also going to show you how to install it if you've never installed an Optic. All right, so we just did the intro, kind of talking about what this thing is, the price point, and just kind of some of the specs and features on this. The next part we want to do for this video is an unboxing, see what you get from Osight. And once again, this is the Osight SE. This is their first closed emitter optic. So starting off, we've got a nice message from the Osight team. Next, we have a little template here on how to zero your optic and how many clicks an MOA is. Pretty cool thing, little thing here. I don't think I've ever saw this from any other optic manufacturer. That's pretty cool. Definitely throw that in the range bag. Sticker pack. I really like this logo. This is, for those of you who don't know, so Osight, this is a branch off of the company Olight, which makes flashlights. So pretty new on the market. I'm really eager to get this on the range and just keep it for a while to see if the quality is as good as I've read online. So there's the optic in the packaging. Overall, this is really clean packaging from Osight. It kind of reminds you of like Apple or something, the way it's in here. Got a little wrench here. Gives you all the heads you need to make adjustments on this thing as well as install it. And then I thought this was really cool. A lot of manufacturers for optics that I've seen have not done this. They give you all sorts of screws to direct mount this to your gun. There's actually like a template online to tell you exactly what screw you need for your weapon. Really nice plastic case. That's cool. You can tell they've put a lot of thought into this and quality. Also got a lens wipe. And then the user manual is down there at the bottom. So let's get to what we were wanting, and that's this optic. Focus it in there. Like I said, this is the Osight SE. It's a closed emitter. This is the Green Dot version. which is brand new as of about a week ago. Overall, this thing feels really quality. One thing I like about it is it's got like these little false rear iron sights, so you can kind of co-witness. This thing's clean. The coating on this, I've read on the red dot version, lasts a long time. This one video I saw on YouTube of this guy, he actually torture tested one of these and he could not get it to break. And I mean, he just about broke his gun in the process of trying to get this thing to break, and it would not go down. So that's something you want to see. Obviously, I'll put this on my Optic and not torture tested, of course, but definitely just run it through the normal wear that it's going to go through of riding on my appendix carry rig. So yeah, this thing's really nice looking out of the box. I'm excited to get it on the gun and see how it looks.
All right, guys, now that we have got the Optic on, I wanted to give you a really quick rundown of how to get this thing out so that the battery they provide you from the factory will have connection and your Optic will turn on. We already took this off, but wanted to give you a quick rundown of how we did that. So on the side of this gun, or on the side of this Optic, excuse me, you have this little piece right here. All right, this is your battery compartment. I really like this. I know Caleb does too. You think about things like a Trigicon, like the RMRs. To get, when your battery dies, to get to your battery, you typically have to take this entire Optic off because the battery is sitting underneath in the same way, but not with a side loading compartment. It's just flush underneath the Optic. So this is really convenient. If you like the Optics that have the bottom loaded batteries, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, it's all preference. But do understand there's an extra step whenever you have to change those batteries. But the Osight is side loaded, which is good. The Romeo X compact dot is the exact same way, except it's a twist. And I do enjoy that Optic, but it's not enclosed. This is just a similar size, so it's a good comparison. But to get to that battery compartment, to remove this little piece of plastic or change your battery, you're gonna grab your tool, and it's got kind of like if you can see, a mini flathead on one side of it. And you just go here and loosen this little screw. This screw can be a little bit finicky to put back in because it's so small, but it is not a problem. Just make sure whenever you're working on your firearm that you're in a space to where if a screw dropped, you could find it easily. From there, once you get that done, the Optic's pretty nice. It's very, very nice. I enjoy the green. I really do. I think it does better with my eyes. People are different. Some people like the red, some people like the green. I personally like the green. Always just kind of have. But just final thoughts on this thing. I really hope it performs well because closed emitters are super, super cool. Very practical for carry, I believe, and then just really beneficial on any type of gun. But specifically for carry, I made the comparison to the Romeo X Compact that I had at one point before I got a different one. But that Optic, instead of having the back glass right here that you see that our fingerprints are on already, it was just good. It would straight back to the front glass. So what ends up happening in that scenario is when you're carrying, you will get things like lint, maybe like, a little piece of hair or something down in there. That can just be frustrating when you're trying to shoot. If you're like me, before you go out, sometimes you do a little bit of dry firing from however you carry, and it's easily noticeable in any type of light whenever you draw and there's dust or anything like that, and you may not have a piece of cloth on you or a Q-tip or anything to get down in there. With this, the glass being right here, see, better look just right there. If it gets smudged or something, you can just take it into your t-shirt, wipe this glass down, and you're good to go. But overall, sweet optic. Excited to see how well it holds zero. But for the price, I think it's a good option so far. It really feels solid. So, but yeah, I'm sure later at some point we'll shoot a video on how well it performs with our shooting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial video. If there's anything else you'd like to see from us on this channel, please just give us, drop a comment, send to a buddy, or if you know us, just shoot us a text or something. But yeah, super excited to get this out in the range, see what it does. See you guys.